DB117 on the Hobbs Farm. And we're starting out this episode running the 9560 here, cultivating with a Krause cultivator. I did some work here since the last episode. I pretty much got the 2 fields we started there planting. Those are done. And then the courseplay is still selling silage yet. That's the reason we have so much money here at the moment. Silage is doing quite well. And then, like I mentioned, both fields here, 14 and 4, are planted. Oh, wrong one. Do that one. There we go. So we got canola on field 14 and then soybeans on field 4. And like I said, we're planning on chopping those. We'll see what kind of yield we get off that. The rest of our fields are pretty much still growing yet. 11 and 10 and 2. 2 and 10 are corn here. And let's see, anything else? I think that's pretty much it that's going on here on the Hobbs Farm at the moment. Not a whole lot going on, really. Another 30K there from the biogas plant. We do have some crops that can be sold here yet. We got some sunflowers in storage. Wheat, barley, canola, that's all pretty good. I don't think we need to sell any of that, but we do have some sunflowers. I think that's pretty much it. And probably should check here. Animals are doing cleanliness. We should probably clean the cows. Maybe we'll do that here in a minute. Let's do that. Then we'll go back to cultivating here. Actually, you know what we mentioned? Let's see if we can set up a courseplay course for this. I know we talked about doing that. Let's see if we can get that to work here in a minute. Let's see, is this the front? Yeah, let's turn this around here. There we go. Okay, let's start a course recording here. Oh, there, I was going to say, I didn't even see the start there. There it is. Way up there. I guess I'm used to seeing that from the tractors. And I don't know if we'll bother to create one for the sheep or not. The sheep's fairly easy. Actually, what I could probably almost do with the sheep is buy 2 more of them and just place them conveniently along the sheep pen there. And they would probably pretty much self-clean. Because if you just leave this thing set, and it does clean the area where it's setting. Okay, we'll stop. Let's save that as cow clean. Okay, if I drive a course, will you do the trick? I think he should. He should just drive back to the start point there. Probably could have had him a little bit closer. And for those who watch the Gold Crest series there, the reason we're using the courseplay here is the hired worker, it seemed to work great at first, but then after a little bit, I don't know why, the hired worker just started driving off all in weird directions and just not doing what it was supposed to. So that's the reason we're using courseplay here. Hopefully with courseplay, it'll actually stay on track. Yeah, it looks like it's actually doing quite nicely. I don't see anything wrong with this yet anyway. Okay, let's unhire you, realign the GPS. Okay, there we go. We'll take it back over. And we'll read some comments here in a moment. Wayne was saying the John Deere 4955 was the biggest John Deere tractor you get back when it was new, short of an articulating John Deere. That's true. John Deere 4955 was a big tractor back when it came out. Not anymore, obviously. Well, it sort of still is a big tractor. Right around the 200 horsepower mark there, but definitely not as big as the newer tractors, get like the 8Rs and the 7Rs now. Even, I don't know how much horsepower you get with a 6R. I'm not sure how big those go. As far as I know, the 7R, we currently have the 7310, 310 horsepower. I think that's the biggest you can get with a 7R tractor. And an 8R, to my knowledge, is 400 horsepower. The 8400. And by the way, don't confuse the 8400 when I say that with the older John Deere 8400. Should really make sure I say John Deere 8400R. R is the newer 8400 with 400 horsepower. The old 8400 is probably more like 200 something if I had to guess. I'm not exactly sure on that, but the new John Deere 8400R, as to my knowledge, is 400 horsepower. The Super Gaming Pro is asking, does it cost money to join TeamSpeak? No, it does not cost money to join TeamSpeak, and it does not cost money to join the multiplayer servers. If you want to join us on the multiplayer servers, it is completely free to join. Like I mentioned, the only thing you really have to spend money on is Farming Simulator. You need to obviously make sure you have that. But to join the multiplayer servers is free, and then TeamSpeak itself is free as well. Now, of course, if you want to have your own TeamSpeak server, you're going to have to pay for that. More than likely, you can get free ones, but they only let you do so much with them. And then, of course, if you want to have your own dedicated server, you're going to have to pay for that too, more than likely. Now, you don't necessarily have to have a dedicated server to play multiplayer, though. You can play multiplayer without a dedicated server. The dedicated server just has several advantages. Number one being it's a dedicated server. It's dedicated to Farming Simulator, playing the game. And it's basically a server rather than playing it from another person's computer. So that's kind of the advantage there. And of course, if you do want to join us on the multiplayer server, you can find the information in any one of my multiplayer videos. You won't find the information in the description of this video. This is single player. So make sure you check out any one of my multiplayer videos if you want to join us on the multiplayer servers. We're currently on server 1 is NF Marsh map. We did do that map in the past. This is a newer version of it. And then we're switching over to Pleasant Valley 17 on server 2. And we still have FDR's logging map up on server 3. So like I said, whenever we feel like doing some logging, kind of just hop on there. Really good map, by the way. FDR's logging map, that is. Actually, all three of them really good maps. Maxwell was saying hi. Simon was saying play Elkhorn River Bottoms on a server. We'll have to keep that in mind. Nathaniel saying great video. Velry, probably not saying that name right. Need to get close to the chopper. You're wasting chaff. It's annoying to watch. No, I am not wasting chaff. Not with a hired worker going like that. Captain Griffin was asking, where's the download link for Pleasant Ridge? If you mean Pleasant Valley, that will be up on the server here once we get it uploaded, and then you can download it from there. I don't have a link for Pleasant Ridge. Michigan Farmer was saying, good video. The best way to fill the bunker is with courseplay. I set up courseplay and went away, and when I got back, I had a full bunker. That is true. That is a good way to do it. We don't have that option, though, on a multiplayer server, and there's kind of two reasons for that. Number one, courseplay does not work on a multiplayer. And then number two, it's multiplayer. Why do you need courseplay? Make sure we don't cultivate over any of our poplars here, kind of like we accidentally did last time we cultivated this field. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should take out a little insurance policy on that. I don't use it very often, but GPS end field mode. For those of you maybe not familiar with the GPS mod here, again, one of my personally favorite mods. Highly recommend it, at least if you like to drive the tractor yourself anyway. But with GPS here down in this button right here, you got a couple of different modes. You got one that we just turned on here, is end field mode. So basically what that means is once the GPS gets to the end of the field, it will stop. Then the next one is the turn mode. That means when the GPS gets to the end of the field, it will automatically turn for us. I don't typically use this feature. It seems like GPS doesn't do a very good job at turning. So I just do all the turning myself. And then, of course, this mode is just nothing. And if you'd like a little more in-depth information on that, I do have a video on how to use the GPS. If you go to my channel page there, go down to the About section for the videos, or the How-To section for the videos, and you can find a video there. Actually, 2 videos, if I remember correctly, on how to use the GPS mod. Farming Simulator 17 says, great videos, keep it up. Delkin was saying you should fertilize all the fields that are grass and maize and get more silage. You can't really fertilize non-grass fields, so not really an option there, unless, of course, we plant. The only way you can fertilize a grass field is if you plant this field, for example, or any one of the other fields in grass, and then you can fertilize. But, you know, like along the edges of the map there, you cannot fertilize those. And then, of course, at least the corn on the multiplayer server was fertilized. Mathos was saying, was looking forward to the cows. Don't know why there's so much hype about Pleasant Valley. I was liking the Texas map. Same here, liking the Texas map as well. That's kind of why I was asking. If you folks want to see Texas, let me know. Maybe we'll go back to it when we're done with Pleasant Valley. And just like that, the GPS stops us at the end. And we have played Pleasant Valley, one of the earlier releases of it on the multiplayer server. We did that back on server 1. I don't remember how many months ago that was again. I didn't do any recording on it because it was like pre-release alpha. I don't know if it was alpha or beta, I don't remember, but it was pretty much before the map was actually finished. So I didn't do any recording on it, but we did test it out on the multiplayer server. We did it back on server 1, and we had some issues with it. The server just could not handle the map. So that's why we're switching it to server 2 this time around. Fortunately, server 2 has the Texas map on it. So like I said, if folks want to see Texas, need to let me know. We'll maybe go back to it. And I'm assuming it'll probably take us a while to finish the Pleasant Valley map. For those of you who have not played Pleasant Valley before, you know, Pleasant Valley back in 15, Pleasant Valley Rivers, that style of map. Very involved map, a lot going on. A lot that can be done on a map like that. William was asking, where can I get mods like yours? Well, there's a mod list in the description of this video. It should be in the description of all my farming simulator videos. Make sure you check that out, and you can find the mods that I'm using, at least most of them anyway. William was asking, why did you not use the big crone? Because you're using the John Deere. History was asking, does one get more chaff during the growth stage or harvest stage? I am not sure on that. I'm going to guess it does not make a difference. Josh was saying, case is crap. John Deere all the way. Well, I don't know if I'd say case is crap, but the green paint is better. Chance was saying, I love the Texas map. Ross was saying, here's a fun fact about Pleasant Valley 17. The version 2 for 17 is already out. But what's cool about that is I had a hand in getting the chassis system train a locomotive working for 17. I was the original person who got it working in 17, and then someone took that and made a few edits. Then the mod author for Pleasant Valley 17 took that and used it. Pretty cool. Yes, that is pretty cool. Also, Ross was saying one other thing. Pleasant Valley has its own version of an Easter egg hunt. Vehicles are spread out throughout the map, and when you discover them, it will flash a message to everyone. Same thing with the gold coins. So yes, very true. For those who have not played on Pleasant Valley, there are vehicles hidden throughout the map that you can find. And obviously once you find them, then you can use them. Caleb was asking, how do you swing the Moco? That is on the mouse controls. Left and right on the mouse. Levi was saying, nice video. The Outlaw was saying, hi. Snowy was saying, you should get closer to the chopper so it doesn't cut out. That should not have been an issue. I was more than close enough for the chopper there. I think it was just acting up. Probably just a multiplayer glitch, I'm thinking. Tanker Tugger was saying there should be a well and a free water at the base of the big water tower. Oh, for water. I've been filling up water from... Let's go visit the... I'm pretty sure I know which water tower he's talking about here. Typically, I just fill up from water right by the sheep here. Sheep seem a little stiff right here. I don't know why, but yeah, the sheep, when they get close to this froth here, they just kind of freeze. I don't know why that is. If you look, the rest of the sheep are moving around. And speaking of wool, should probably pick some of this up. Doesn't seem like it's filling up very fast, but it is filling. Let's see. I'm assuming that's the big water tower. I don't see a refill barrel. There is another newer version of this map, though, as far as I know, so that might be why. King Connor was saying you should have the Bergman auger wagon, not the Metal Tech. Don't worry, we'll plan on upgrading the Metal Tech here at some point. Carl's asking, can you do the Farming Simulator 2017 Oklahoma map? The current versions of the Oklahoma map that are out are not the same as Oklahoma 15. But we will for sure do Oklahoma for 17 here once the original one comes out, or at least close to the original anyway. Just my personal... am I not locked on the GPS? I'm not locked on the GPS here. Okay, let's realign this. Yes, the versions of the Oklahoma that are currently out, just my personal preference, I don't care for them that much. I'd much rather like the layout of the original Oklahoma map. So hopefully at some point the original Oklahoma map from 15 will be released. And then we'll probably do that on the multiplayer server, by the way. At least that's the plan. Nightwolf was saying there's a Gleaner Combine on American Eagle modding. Not sure how decent, but it has quite a few downloads. I'll have to remember to check that out at some point. Dylan was asking, where can I get the Caterpillar Combine? Don't believe I have a link for that in my mod list. That is one of the mods I got from the multiplayer server. Dylan was also asking, where can I get the Rogator sprayer you have? That should be in the mod list. Again, a plug there for the mod list. If you're wondering where I got the mods I have, make sure you check out the mod list in the description of this video. Nick on PC was saying, nice. Just a one-word comment there. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and hire the tractor here. And let's grab a seeder. Okay, and we currently have the Case 380 on the job. Oh, I guess we should fill it up. I just looked down at that. Like we probably should fill it up with seed and fertilizer here. Okay, really. That's the one thing I don't like about this placeable, by the way. Where's the front and the refill on it? It seems like there's only one side you can refill from. But unfortunately, it doesn't say. And that really annoys me. Oh, there's a John Deere header there. Oops. Actually, there's a whole combine there. Oh, there we go. I seen it. And, of course, this is the John Deere DB120. He's finished work. Has he actually? No, he's not. I don't know why Courseplay is doing this. I didn't have this problem before. I don't know why Courseplay suddenly decided to not clean the bunker out properly. Now, I did go ahead and redo the loading positions here, and that seemed to help. As you can see, he's still missing a little bit. Actually, you know what we can do? I think if we click this one, it goes to it. It does. Put it down just a little bit lower and see what happens. I know we didn't have it down all the way before because it caught the front of the bunker there, if I remember correctly. So we'll see how this works here. Okay, good. Done filling. Let's go around the other side here, grab some seeds a minute. And there is a camera on this seeder, by the way. Kind of what's up with that other view. And we were kind of planning on putting this on the multiplayer server. Unfortunately, it has a whopping 222 errors, I think, on it. So before we do that, we're going to have to try to fix those errors. Nothing particularly serious. Just kind of the usual thing it seems like most mod authors forget. You know, space characters and stuff like that. Unknown files in the mod. All that kind of nonsense that's not supposed to be in there. Okay, let's get this monstrosity unfolded here. All 120 feet of it. Probably should do a headland across here, but unfortunately, kind of hard to do with the cultivator still running yet. And for those of you wondering, no, the John Deere DB120 does not come with row markers. It is a GPS-only planter. I guess you could wing it too, I guess, but I don't know how well that would go. And I know somebody commented and said this tractor here was not large enough to pull the seeder. Technically, it should be based on John Deere's specifications. Now, you could argue the red color tractor here should not be pulling the John Deere seeder. I understand that one, but technically the tractor is large enough. Although usually, yes, you do see seeders of this size being pulled. A lot of times you see the articulated or the RT style tractors pulling seeders like this. Farmer Wright was saying, I'm getting loads of chaff at the far end of the bunker. Haven't changed any settings and tried it with drive-through and reverse unloading. Any ideas? So it sounds like you're getting a big pile of chaff. Don't quite mention if it's piling up where you're unloading or is it piling up at the opposite end. Not sure on that, but again, depends if you're using a courseplay to do the leveling or not as well, I suppose. If you're using courseplay to do the leveling, it does fill the far end of the bunker first, it seems like, and then works its way out. So if you're using courseplay for leveling, that's probably what's going on. And for those you're wondering, putting the John Deere DB120 on the multiplayer server, we currently have the John Deere DB90 on there. So the plan was to take the DB90 off and then just leave it with the DB120, the largest one here. And this is a real seeder, by the way, for those you're wondering. It is the John Deere DB120, 48 rows. And the DB90, by the way, I'm pretty sure that is 36 rows, I believe. 90 foot. Anyway, folks, looking at the time, looks like it's about time to wrap up the episode. So that, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.